So, as Ferlin is dragged across the room by Tealif, uh, Tealif then yeets. Oh, right, we need to join the campaign chat. Hello, Mino.
Yep.
Campaign chat, everyone. I
Crack
almost
spells
forgot that
God.
very important thing.
What?
I almost
Crack spell.
forgot. I almost forgot the very important thing of moving to the campaign chat.
Uh, Time stopper and vulnerability. I'll pick Meteor Swarm.
So, as Ferlin is dragged across the room over to the portal, Tealif then yeets Ferlin at the portal, of which Ferlin is grabbed by shadow hands that seem to be leeching out of the portal and sort of dragged in slowly. As you slowly watch Ferlin disappear into the portal, you watch as the arms aren't just pulling him in, but also ripping him apart. As he slowly begins to vanish, you see as his head slowly pops open right before he disappears. Um, at that moment, Tealif turns around, raising his hands as the stones glow, and says, "Now, I will be your opponent."
Only I get to do that joke.
And now, continuing with the initiative we came up with last session, we will begin at the bottom of the initiative, where I'm going to roll the dice and see if the map decides to tear itself asunder. I need to.
I should probably join this.
I
Yeah,
want. Oh right,
you should.
the reaction. Fangpru, you wanted to try and get Ferlin or try and yeet Tealif into the portal as well. If I'm correct, that's what you wanted to do. Of which, in order to do that, I would say, no, I want to yeet them into the void. Oh, okay. So you want to try and yeet Ferlin and Tealif into the inky dark depths below. Just let me. Let's see.
Uh, I don't even know if I can give you Bardic Inspiration for that since it's not
Okay,
my bonus.
so I would say you're about 5 feet distance away from Tealif, at the moment. So I'll say that he hasn't yeeted Ferlin into the portal yet. I would say definitely you would be able to move 5 feet and grab him, but then there's the task of throwing him about 10 feet to throw him off
How
the
much
edge of the
you
world.
weigh?
He's a furry. He has super strength.
So
Oh no,
I would
he is a
say
furry, isn't he?
roll strength with disadvantage because you're trying to throw two people at once, and they will make.
Athletic disadvantage.
And if they, yeah, it's athletics, and
Yeah,
they
I'm
will
gonna say that
roll.
he has Bardic Inspiration for this.
They will roll a strength throw to combat this. If you win, then they get thrown off the edge, and I have to make a dexterity throw in order to keep them alive. So let's do this.
Add a D12, Fang Crew. I'm saying Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
He just makes me-
Ferlin gets a 19 plus 19 plus 2, so 21.
Did he add the 12?
No, the Fangpru still hasn't told me what dice he rolled yet.
Just tell me in campaign chat. Are you gonna use the Bardic Inspiration for this or no?
Bot commands. Shoot jet.
God, I'm still in dragon form. I need to go back to skeleton form if I want to use my wish.
Fangpru, did you roll your dice yet?
Oh, love.
Hello, Nimble.
Hello.
Who wants to get Who wants to be turned into a dragon or? No, I need to save that for later.
I have a
I
dragon potion.
require
That lasts for 15
more
minutes.
materials.
So what's going on?
I think now's the time
Basically,
to use it.
Fang
Turn
is
to
trying.
BBG.
42. Okay, so I will say.
Add 12
Fang-
to that.
Okay, so Fang Pru basically grabs Tealif while Tealif is holding Ferlin, flipping, using momentum and all of his strength. He does a weird twist that uses
Yes,
his
he
full
did.
body to throw Tealif and Ferlin
How's my
over the edge. Tealif and Ferlin begin to fall off the edge into the void. I will now roll to see if they fall or if they are dead. Let's see. Because this is a very important roll, I will say that
They have
you guys,
advantage.
I will tell you what you get. You need, if you want them to die from this fall or get tortured for the rest of eternity, they need to get a 14 or lower to fail.
All right.
Come on.
Going for
Can't
Ferlin.
fail.
Ferlin is a 16. Ferlin is a 16. He saved himself.
Me?
you-
I can just shoot fire while they're trying to climb back up.
Fang Pru, I will say that you can't throw anything at them because you already used a reaction to throw them over. So that was your reaction. And now for Tealith. Does he fall? Does he fail?
I'm a dragon.
Tealith
don't
will
think
use
so,
the legendary
no.
resistance.
Legendary resistance doesn't apply for this.
I wasn't meant to say
Wow.
I wasn't meant to say legendary resistance. I was meant to say luck.
Oh, luck points. Yeah, that's better.
And he got a 15 plus 3, so he succeeds. They are both
Are they hanging on the edge?
they are
They
basically
are. I was gonna blast them.
basically Fang Pru and Tealif swap places. So Tealif is now here. And if I find Fang's token,
I wish I could see this.
you can look at the stream.
I'm like bridged Aru.
So now Fang is over here by the portal, and Tealif and Ferlin are right there. Tealif is still gonna yeet Ferlin into the portal, and everything's still gonna go as it was before.
By
He's
the
still gonna say,
power of
now,
Skull.
now I am your opponent. And now the initiative begins as it was meant to be foretold in Scryed on the future of whatever. So, it will begin at the bottom of the initiative where the map is going to decide whether it wants to tear itself asunder or not. Reminder, you need above 10 in order for it to not break. Yes, I know you're first, but we're starting at the bottom of the initiative because then it will go Kane, Fang, Tealif, and so on. So, does the world decide to break? Okay. If everybody would please pay attention to the map, because the next place or the next part of the map to disappear is. Oh. Mino, can you please make me a dexterity saving throw?
I'm flying. Does that help?
Pardon, Mino?
I'm flying. Does that help?
Oh, wait. Okay, so you're Wait, yeah. Wait, hold on. Who was? If I remember, Fang is flying, Raz is flying, and I think Mino was also flying.
Yeah, I flew up in the beginning of the battle to get out of melee combat.
All right, so I'll say that does not affect you. All right, so beginning at the top of the initiative, Kane is not here, so I'll just get rid of Kane's token. Next on the initiative is Fang. While Fang Pru is taking his turn, the next person on the initiative is Tealif.
By the
So
way, add mine as a 5.
just know that whatever Tealif is doing, Fang Pru is gonna do it before then. So whatever Fang Pru is doing, yeah. So for Tealif's move, Tealif is going to. He's right now here. So if I get Tealif's token, he is going to go
Wait,
one,
before
two.
that,
Yeah.
before he moves, Fang already said he wants to try to punch him into the void.
Okay. Yeah. Roll to hit. I would say that it's completely possible to punch someone trying to knock them backwards.
Yeah.
You just have to specify that that's what you're trying to do.
Falcon. Punch.
Falcon punch. Keep in mind that if he does fall off, then that just means that he has to roll a d20 again for dexterity to see if he falls.
And knowing Fang, he's not going to really do much to him.
That's the thing. Fang's probably going to do a lot of damage to him right now. He's going to get very hurt.
No,
The
I
question
meant
is-
knowing Fang, he won't fail that save.
We had pesto risotto tonight. Fucking booyah. Sorry.
What?
Oh yeah, and also a reminder from what happened last session. Gerald and Grublin came back and has the bowl with all of the gems, the stones.
The
They
cost.
came to give you.
So now you guys,
And Effing has the book.
yes.
I
As a
shall
friend.
use the stones.
So
to
I think if
destroy
you
the
want
stone.
me to tell you if you want me to give you more detail about it, then yeah, I'll tell you. DM dies a nat 20 to hit. Fudge off. No.
If the big bad dies, then we still have to deal with the bigger bad, his boss.
I mean, possibly, unless if the portal doesn't close, then chances are Atlas will come through it. Grilda and Grublin are otherworldly beings. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're able to take on a literal patron who owns and created an entire reality.
Hey, don't underestimate them, okay?
I made up Grilda and Grublin. I know what their weaknesses are.
Yeah, but I love them. Like a family.
We never thought of it like that before.
I'm strong enough to conquer anything. I'm sorry if there's an echo. I'm in the kitchen.
That's
And by
fine.
kitchen, I mean lounge room. I'm in an apartment.
So, Fang Pru rolled damage, and as Fang Pru just he runs up to Furlan, punches him in the face. Bit of blood comes out the side of the mouth. As Tealif then starts falling backwards into the void. He will make a dexterity saving throw.
Bed.
That is a 12 plus 3, which is 15, so he succeeds. As he just grabs onto the ledge with one hand, he only just manages to climb himself back up onto the
How?
platform.
How? Explain yourself, Fang.
He would have
What
failed
math?
75 damage.
How?
Alright, so I need to do the 75 damage.
Legally, it's questionable. Personally, I like it.
Alright. Fang, is there anything you want to do for your bonus action?
God, I hope not.
I mean, he's part rogue, so he'll probably take the hide action.
Thank Crude is destroying everything we can.
Last session, on the first turn, he did 480 damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we are a team.
The only thing that I know that can deal more damage than that is the nuclear paladin.
There are gonna be history books about our epic battle, and it's gonna say Fang Crew and the others.
So Fang Pro, is there anything you want to do for your bonus action?
I thought that to be expected anyways.
I got 4.
Also, you forgot something very important. Why do I have a feeling he's gonna say that he can do more than one attack?
Guys, there's mushrooms growing in
mean,
Animal Crossing.
Most of the time, that's usually how that works. But you can't apply a sneak attack more than once a turn.
There's what in Animal Crossing?
Mushrooms. I didn't know that.
Wait,
Oh, yeah,
he's
I
pot fighter, which means because he's like level 17, I think, he can now do more than one attack.
Yep, that's multi-attack for you.
You have a griffin on the field. Did you bring the griffin along with you? I don't remember that.
No, no, that never happened.
Thank you. I was really
We specifically snuck in.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
sneak in a griffin.
As fun as that would be, what sticks to the narrative? Okay.
You need to teach the griffin to sneak. Want me to turn back? He ditches the fight, goes back down the stairs, grabs the griffin, and charges back up.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, I thought you meant.
No, I was being funny.
Excuse me, I seem to be missing my friend.
It would be
Fucking bug
funnier
out.
if they actually waited to.
Have any of you seen that episode of Teen Titans Go where they get put in a computer simulation where
I don't watch Teen Titans Go.
oh well basically they get put in a computer simulation where they have to play basic video games. Starfire plays a ripoff of The Legend of Zelda and plays the entire game, not killing anything, just getting everybody to dance along with her.
Yeah.
I feel as though that sums up D&D in a nutshell.
It's dangerous to go alone. I'll
Take
come with you.
this. But I do not wish to have the pointy
Hey.
sword.
Bang, I have a question. When you said that, I thought you said you tell them to go to the shop. Okay.
My owl left, but
Shop
not my griffin.
I looked back in the messages, and yeah, he told him to come scout with us.
So Fang,
It's a
is there?
griffin.
So
I'm not
Fang,
gonna sneak in. It's a griffin.
so Fang, do you want to do anything for your bonus action, or can I move on? Because
And it's best with a griffin.
We don't want
or
another
something.
3-hour combat.
this session has to end today. This campaign has to end today. Tell Griffin to attack. Do I budge? Do I let myself budge? Do I budge?
No.
It's a great
No.
question.
What you want?
Okay.
You know
Because
what?
here is-
You know what? I don't have a Griffin token. But I will budge this time just because a Griffin is not going to change anything. It really isn't.
Sure.
But listen,
So,
he never said the griffin joined us.
I know, but I'm a budging DM and I don't want people to get annoyed.
I don't want you to budge on this. It is important to me that everyone is honest. And he didn't say that the griffin joined, so the griffin didn't join. You can't bend the rules this time.
Yeah, also, didn't we, like, warp somewhere else? Like, we're in this
also,
void
we were
place.
different-
I mean, yeah, that is true. There is no actual way to like call the Griffin here.
At this point, it might as
And
well
I'm
be
pretty
Jerry.
sure he didn't. I'm absolutely sure that he didn't specify that the Griffin was coming along with you guys.
He
Yeah, it
didn't.
said
He didn't say that.
his owl and griffin also disappear. And give them to the owl and griffin.
You know what?
And let's...
Fang, I will hold this bonus action If you can find the message where you said that your griffin came along with you guys, then I will allow it, and your bonus action will be your griffin attacking. But if you can't find the message, then your griffin didn't come along, and we leave it at that. I'd say that's fair.
Yeah. What's
So,
turn, right?
while Fangpru tries to find the message, it is Tealif's turn. So, on the map, Tealif will then move over to here, closer to the portal. He will raise his hand. He will raise his hand as his hand begins to glow. And says, "Now watch as we begin the ritual to summon my patron, Atlas!" As you then see the portal begin to glow a bright shade of sort of a purple-ish blue as it begins to start spinning in the opposite direction. He is then going to, with that as his bonus action, he is now going to move 10, 20, 30, and he is going to use Ultimate Illusion and create 4 versions of himself. Put here, 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 and here. So one in front of F Inc., another one here, another one here, and another one here.
And another one
The
bites the
good
dust.
thing I got into the bad boys. I put the photo
With
on
that,
and
with that, his turn is over, and he's going to use one legendary action in order to use Circle of, I think it's Circle of Death. Yeah. So everybody, please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Is it considered a death effect?
Wait, oh.
So wait,
Make a what saving throw?
Fangpru also typed. So also my owl and griffin also disappear. Pockets every single item, give them to owl and griffin. So let them. To
What?
let them go to the shop. Pockets every single item, gives them to owl and griffin to let them to go to shop with the fucking stealth we got. And put the person inside the bag of holding 2.0. Good thing before the session. Okay. Alright, so let me see. So, also my Alan Griffin disappeared. Familiar. Okay. Alright, so yes, he did say that the owl and the griffin were also a part of the stealth roll to get through the castle.
But didn't they leave?
No, only the owl left. So technically the griffin is still here. So yes, I will roll to hit for the griffin. I mean, actually, considering that this counts as Fangpru's pet, yeah, he should roll. So Fangpru, roll to hit and then roll damage. You should have the stats for griffins. Everybody, please roll with advantage for the Constitution saving throw.
Advantage.
What's the
12.
what's the plus? 12. What's the plus to it?
For your constitution?
8d6. Constitution.
Yeah.
Whatever your constitution saving throw
Mine
modifier
is
is.
shit. My sheet. I'm sorry. I know I ask a lot of questions that probably seem obvious. It's just been a little while.
23.
Oh.
It's okay, Effie.
18.
Alright. F-Inc only just succeeds. Mino, you fail.
Yeah.
Digger, what'd you get?
I got a
13.
30.
Okay. Digger and Nimble fail. Raz?
Though if it's considered a disease, I am immune to it.
It's Circle of Death. It's not a disease.
Counterspell? Does anybody have
I
counterspell?
have counterspell! I have counterspell!
You can activate
okay.
Counterspell.
Well, yes.
Counterspell?
It's a reaction.
Okay, I use my reaction to cast counterspell.
Okay, can you send me the rules for Counterspell so that I know exactly what's going to happen? So 21 for the first attack for the Griffin.
Roll a
Fangpru,
attack.
Fang Pru, that's a
Try
hit.
and
Roll.
overcome the level.
Fang Pru, that's a hit. Roll
Wait,
damage.
what level a spell is Circle of Death, DM?
I'm pretty sure Circle of Death is, if I remember, Circle of the Earth. I'm gonna need to probably look it up because for some weird reason I can't find it in the book. Alright, so Circle of Death. 5e. Circle of Death. Circle of D.
Circle of Death, 6th level necromancy. A
Yep,
sphere of
it's
negativity
yep.
ripples around in a 60
It's
foot
a
radius from
it's a 6th
80
level
feet.
spell.
Then I'm going to cast it using my. I'm just gonna cast it at 5th level because I don't think I can use my 6th level spell slot.
Alright. You
Doesn't
attempt to
work, but-
interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, the spell fails and has no effect. If it's cast at 4th level or higher, make an ability check using the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, the creature's spell fails. When you cast this spell on a spell slot 4th level or higher, you interrupt the spell. Has no effect if it level is less than or
Okay.
equal to level. Okay, so you would.
What I need to do is make a spell ability check with a DC of 16.
Yep.
And okay, let me pull up my sheet to get my spellcasting modifier.
Or you can cast the spell at 6th level in order to just make it automatically fail.
I would, but at the same time, I only have one 6th level spell slot, and it's like weird warlock stuff. Okay.
11 damage for the first hit.
With your Mystic Arcanum.
Spellcasting. Okay.
You're talking to a guy who.
And a
plays
nat
wizards
20
who
for the
walks
sec.
around
Of
with-
course it's a nat 20 for the second hit. Of course it hits. Roll damage.
I need to. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. 20, not natural 20.
Okay,
20,
so
so
it's a
that
20.
succeeds.
So it succeeds, and the spell that what do you say as Furlan's spell begins to crumble away?
No way, buddy.
And as you say that, just the spell slow. You watch as the deadly aura around Tealif begin to form, and then immediately start to dissolve as he's holding his hand up, like looking very sheepish. He's like, "What happened? Circle of Death.
Hello.
Come to me."
Nimble, saver of our butts.
Yes.
It's always good to have a caster.
Fang Pru roll damage, and with that being the end of Tealif's turn, next on the initiative is Mino.
Yay!
If you want to have a look at the map, let me know, or anything like that, or if you
yes,
want to move.
please. I just let me please see the map.
There you go. So currently on the map, you are here.
Mm-hmm.
Eh.
Question. Where is Furlan? Did he fall
Okay,
in?
so
or
Furlan,
just
so
die?
so Furlan got chucked into the portal and is now being torn apart in the underworld. He's gone. He's dead. Tealif, however, there are 4 Tealifs now, and they're placed here, 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 and here
Mm-hmm.
on the 4 corners of this small little square.
So would you say they're in a 10-foot radius?
Let's see. 1, 5,
Proceed to
5, 5.
actually
Yep.
physically
So they're all about 5 feet away from each other. So yes, they're all within 10 meters.
Then I will use Flame Strike.
Ooh.
And you'll hit them all.
He needs to do a dexterity saving throw. I think he gets half if he succeeds. Let's just check my notes.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. That is a 19 plus 3, so 21.
Give me a second. Ooh, yeah, my spell save is 20, so he succeeds. But I think he only gets half damage. So I'm just rechecking if he gets half or full damage. But the damage is 46 fire and 46 radiant damage. Blup, blup, blup. 46. 11 fire and 15 radiant damage. And does it get a half? The 11 and 15. Half as much damage. Okay. So he gets 5 fire and 7 radiant.
Okay, so that would be 12 damage in total.
Yeah.
However, if I remember, so one of them was radiant, but one of them's fire. The fire one was 5, correct?
The fire one was 5.
He will take 3 fire damage. Just as you envelop it. But with radiant, that does double, so 7 doubled is... Why can't I not do math?
7, yeah, 14.
Yeah, that's 14. So with 14 plus 3, that will be 17. So as you envelop them all in a sort of fiery white glow, the light subsides and you see 3 of the T-lifts begin to wibble wobble as if they were a visage and then go back to normal. However, this one, the closest to Effink, did not wibble wobble at all.
So I take my bonus action
So
to smack.
okay, just let me 17. Just let me 17.
Yeah. DM.
Yes.
My brain is. It's too early. He has disadvantage on his saving throws because
Okay.
my holy aura is still up.
So that means that if you throw him off the edge, then he has disadvantage on his dexterity saving throws.
No. I mean, he had to do a dexterity saving
Oh,
throw
okay.
against
Let me
my flaming strike.
Let me see that again. Let me try rolling it again then. That is a 18 plus 3, which is 19, 20, 21 again.
Okay. No, he succeeds.
I'm sorry to take that from you. Anyway, your bonus action.
There is the possibility. Bonus action smack with my spiritual weapon.
All right, so how close do you need to be? What's the range? Because he's about 5, 10... He's about 15 feet away from you. 20 feet in total.
Spiritual weapon can go far. I think over 100 feet. But it doesn't matter because it's a natural one. Oh no, I have advantage.
All right, so roll to hit him.
Plus 25.
25 hits. Roll damage.
2d8 plus 5. That's a 3. That's a 2. So 10 points of force damage.
10 points of force damage. Tealif is looking very much hurt right now. As you just bring down your sword to slash through him, you kind of watch as his whole entire body like folds backwards and then just he catches himself on the ground. Next on the initiative is Effink.
Hello. I don't have the book, do I?
So just let me read through everything. Specifically, hold on. 21. How is T-Lift still holding on? DM, sorry to interrupt. Has got the map open right now. He can't read the Griffin did 32 damage. He was using the hold ledger. 5, 7, 14. The Griffin did 32 damage. Yeah, okay. So I just need to register the 32. 32? Yeah, 32 damage. Continue, I think.
I still have the book, don't I? Right? I have the
Sorry,
book?
can you please repeat that?
I have the book, don't I?
Yes, you have the book.
Sorry if I talk really fast. I just had a monster, so
No,
I'm
it's
a bit
fine.
hyped.
If you want to have a look at the map, let me know.
Do I need to be? Does the book say anything about how far away from the portal I need to be to do the spell?
It doesn't specify how far away from the portal. However, it does specify how close the orbs have to be to the center of the portal.
Okay, well, how
That's the
far from that needed distance would you say we are currently?
currently.
Me and Grodin.
If I bring in the orbs again, because they're meant to be here, they are currently all the way over here in this corner where you last saw Grilda and Groblin.
Oh. I like
Because they
Okay.
disappeared over here and you moved all the way over to the portal.
Right, dweebs. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Goblin, no.
Is there anyone near there? Hold on, can I see?
Just wait, give me a
Nice.
second. I need to move the orb because this is weird. I need to slowly move it. I just need to slowly move the orb as you see an orb traveling around the room.
He's special.
He's the special orb. He gets the special treatment. Because this is the only orb that's not connected to all the others. There we go. So whoever is near there, Nimble is 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away. Raz is 5, 10 feet away. Mino is
Alright.
15.
I'm 1 million.
Hello,
I'm supposed
hello,
to be dead.
Kane. I need to put you back on the
I'm
map.
supposed to be dead.
You're not
You're supposed to
dead.
be
I
dead.
just.
What the fuck?
There you go. You're here.
Where am I on here, anyways?
Hey, Digger. Wait, Digger.
Oh
you're
right,
here.
Digger.
What's up, Digger?
Digger wasn't here last session. Digger, you're back at the
Was not.
room. You're back at the start of the room. You never moved
Huzzah.
because you never.
Wait.
Digger,
Is,
Digger. I don't think that you're on the initiative. Can you please roll me initiative?
I rolled a 5.
Oh,
I
okay.
did that
You rolled a
earlier.
Then
Y'all
yeah,
just
you are
don't
right
listen.
before. You are.
Y'all just forgot about him? Damn. I feel bad for
That's the
them.
thing. He never showed up last session. Then I was like, yeah, Digger's here. Yay, he was here last
There was a
session. No, he wasn't.
problem.
Digger, you are off to the map. So when the map decides to tear itself asunder, that's when you take your turn.
But what if I pull it? What if I pull the map together?
I'm no. Anyway,
No.
Effing, it's still your turn.
Digger is the closest to them.
Yes, Digger is the closest to them.
I'm gonna shout at Digger, and I'm gonna shout, "Bring me the orbs!"
Bring me the
Very
weird
loud.
floating stones.
Some weird
I
floating
need-
stones coming right up after these messages.
Is there anything else you want to do for your turn, Effing?
You just begin hearing the
Um,
Captain Planet theme song.
This is like right
That's
in front of me,
waiting
isn't
music.
it?
Well, there are 4 T-lifts, but the only one that didn't do the wibbly wobbly effect is the one in front of you.
Can I?
Beat him up.
How
You can.
hurt does he look?
He is very much hurt. He is really hurt.
Can I beat the shit out of him, perhaps?
Sure. Roll to hit.
Let me find it. Let me
I
also find
perhaps
it.
stand rush him. Ora,
And Russian. You have a stand?
I
Dun,
do
dun, dun,
now.
dun,
My
dun, dun.
stand!
Wait,
Nimble,
Stop
Nimble,
platinum!
frickin' stand
Nimble
out of
gets on
nowhere.
his back.
Star
Can I do-
Platinum. You guys start put like JoJo posing?
Oda, 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 Oda. The war.
I just finished watching JoJo.
Wow, while like
Bro.
stretching him in the face, can I do acid splash?
Sure.
I can one of the artists draw Digger with like a nimble on his shoulder, JoJo posing, you know?
Can you give me the
I'm
rules
clearly
for acid
doing
splash?
The repose, by the way.
It is the range is 60 feet. You hurl a bubble of acid. Choose one creature within range, or choose two creatures within range that are within 5 feet of each other. A target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. It would take 1d6 acid damage.
Okay. He got a 4 plus 3, so 7.
It doesn't actually say what the.
Maybe it's
4
because
plus
it's
3
from
plus
your it's from your spell DC.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll roll my thing. If I get higher than him, then.
Fair enough. Fair
What
enough.
did he get?
Wait, Kane. Since you're close, you can opportunity attack, right? He's not out of Kane's attack range, so no.
What did he get again?
He got a 7.
I got a 19.
All right. Well, he gets hit by acid splash damage. Roll a d4, 1d4 damage. Will that be the end of your turn?
Do I roll anything for punching him in the face as well, or just for the action?
You can. That's an unarmored strike. You roll a d20 to see if you can hit, and you add your strength. I think.
17 plus 17 plus. What's my strength? 2. No, 9. So I think. I'm pretty sure. I punched him in the face.
What did you get?
17, and my strength is 9.
Your strength is 9?
You might have punched him in the face. You know, there's a small possibility, but you might have just punched him in the face.
Excuse-moi, you're a spellcaster and your strength modifier is a +9?
Yeah, I think it's weird. It has really easy
There are
turns.
spells to
may-
increase it.
May I ask how you achieved this ungodly modifier?
But you won't ever ask Fang Brew.
I have asked Fan Proof, but he won't tell me.
I think
Yeah, he
temporarily.
refuses to tell anybody.
I think once became the Dark Lord.
Hey,
The
DM,
Dark Lord?
is this what you're doing so we can just
So,
be random gods at any point
Okay,
of our time?
so
Is
the
that
problem
what it
is that Effink's background features heavily on the Dark Lord's existence, meaning that in the exact same world that all this is happening, there's also another country where the Dark Lord is trying to take over the world, and there always has to be a Dark Lord, otherwise the balance of good and evil will be destroyed, and yada yada yada.
That-
Basically, an entirely other campaign.
you
Guys,
realize what you're doing
Guys,
here,
you
right?
don't. Guys, Effing just has the gauntlets of ogre strength, which gives him a crazy strength.
That's the thing, no, the gauntlets of ogre. No, listen, the gauntlets of ogre power give you a score of 19,
Hey,
Okay.
Hey,
still leaving
hey.
you.
And with
Homebrew.
Effink's amazing punch to the face, next on the initiative is someone new.
I'll have you know that Fang Proof he's straight out. I think he's like
At this moment,
done with your shit.
at this moment,
Yeah,
With the
no, I'll probably because it is Effink's turn. I'll probably listen. What is it, Effink?
the damage for acid splash was 5. The damage for the punch was 6.
All right, I'll put it in. Now you guys look at the portal and you begin to see two hands grasp onto the edge of the portal. Two incredibly long black hands that have black ooze dripping off of it. And that will be his turn. Next on the
Ew.
initiative
Slimer.
is Raz.
Okay.
Raz, if you want to have a look at the map, let me know.
Is he here?
Raz is dead. Okay. Until Raz comes back, we will skip him. Nimble, it's your turn.
How bad does Tealif look again?
Tealif looks really bad. Like, over half of his health is gone now.
Okay,
I don't
he's
know.
bloody. Good. I
If
have one.
Raz, are you back?
Yes,
I think
I
this is
was here the
fucking
entire
random.
time,
Okay.
but you didn't listen.
Sorry.
No, we
Or
were
I
listening.
couldn't.
You just did not
You
respond.
just- yeah,
to any of our
yeah.
messages.
All right, Raz,
Are
take
you
your turn.
muted?
All right, I have one of two options I want to do. One's gonna take 2 of my turns. The other's gonna take 1.
Okay.
Raz, do the wish spell.
I can't do the wish spell while I'm a dragon. I don't know why.
All right. So, what do you wish for?
Turn
Wait, I
me
can
into-
do it with a. You know, it takes me an action to revert to my skeleton form. Okay.
You're a dragon, dude. I mean,
It takes me an action to move back to skeleton.
I want to say how funny it is that effing this twink of a man, this absolute twig, has.
Don't talk about men like that.
You have the
I'm
same
gay.
amount of strength as I do.
yeah,
It's
I
really
know, right? Would you look at that? This tiny little twink of a man has the same strength of a dragon, and somehow that's totally okay.
And Kane.
Yes, it's
take
very
her-
okay.
I mean,
All right.
Okay, thank you.
I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it later. So I'll just use frightful presence and then just rush the BBG that's trying to kill Effink. Just fire breath F them.
All right. So, you are at the moment 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away. It's right now 25 feet away from you.
Hey, DM, I have a question.
What's the question?
Is it possible if I put a flaw, on effing strength?
Sure, why
Because
not?
he's really strong. I want him to now be extremely exhausted.
He has overwhelming strength, but gets exhausted when using it. Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Raz, you are right now. Tealif is right now 25 feet away from you. I think your mic cut out again, dude.
I'm about to lose my marbles, guys.
yeah,
And
Raz
when
cut
his
out.
friends needed
Hold on.
him most.
All right.
he
Hi,
vanished.
Raz.
Nah,
Out
I'm
of
not gonna
range.
risk selectively fire breathing only him. Just
Okay.
frightful presence, and I'll just barrage attack him.
All right. Well, I need to roll for frightful presence.
I think wisdom.
Okay. Wisdom. That is a 12 plus 4, which is 18.
That is, I think, a fail. I gotta go check that.
As a dragon, your DCs are like 20 or some shit like that. So
You want to verse a dragon? You do not want to verse a dragon.
You want to fight? me
I'm
too?
talking his stats. Yeah, his saves for his like breath and stuff. Like because he's a high level, dragon. They're like
I have
really
a
high as
level.
well.
I have a 17 CR dragon. Let's again. Anyway, fail, and I'm just gonna attack now.
So he is now frightened of Raz, and Raz now needs to attack.
Quick question: Does this take away his concentration from the ritual? Because
I mean, you are attacking him.
No, I mean, starting the ritual was an action. The ritual isn't coming through him. It's now coming through the stones. So, technically, the concentration is being done by the stones, not by Tealif. So, no, it doesn't break his concentration. He never had any.
great. You know what? I'll commit.
Slash him to bits!
I should have 12 seconds after killing this guy to get the wish spell ready. All right.
DM, I asked you a question in private messages.
up, Effie?
Okay, let's see. I would say it's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, thank you.
A flat con.
Flat con. Okay.
How much damage? How much to hit, Raz?
26 for the bites and
That hits.
DM.
Yes.
Was that your question?
What would you
All right.
say happens if, by chance, the flat con was a 6?
You guys watch as after effing uses effing strength to punch Tealif in the face, you just watch as effing then begins to get dizzy, looks around at you guys, and then falls flat on his face on the ground, unconscious. Effing, you will miss your next turn.
Okay.
is that some sort of super haste?
He fainted from exhaustion.
Yeah,
Alright,
the
cool.
drawback
Now
to his
time-
strength is that anytime he has to do a strength thing, it'll make him exhausted, apparently. Like,
Yeah, so he has to, he
just
has
to,
to roll
just
it.
to nerf it, you know?
It'd be a shame
God.
if
Yeah, he
someone
has
were
to
to.
roll
Gain
a
exhaustion.
saving throw. He has to
Wouldn't be
roll
a
a saving
shame
throw.
if someone were to pull effing into, the dark, shadowy void right.
Do you guys just pick up effing and throw effing into the void?
Put effing off back.
Yeah, no, you cannot use a free action. This is combat.
Okie dokie.
Are you trying to
I think they're trying to kill her.
Raz,
I won't
how much
well,
damage
him.
did you do to Tealif?
All right.
He's your friend! He's literally helping!
Be nice to each other.
It's blast session,
Raz,
things
damage.
could go either way.
No, that's so mean!
Guys. Let's try
Raz,
to
I
keep
need the
combat-
damage.
Oh,
If you can't speak the damage, then type the damage.
26.
26. Got it.
26 bite damage.
Ooh, those are good rolls, man.
It just gets punched out by
Next
thing
on
and
the
bitten
initiative.
by cannon.
Next on the initiative is Nimble. Nimble,
Tealif.
if you want to see the map, let me know.
I'm gonna use a
Okay.
legendary action for a tail attack, and also 33.
you not-
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Actually-
Let Nimble have his turn.
Okay, I have a
Okey-dokey.
question. Now you can answer this. And if not, I get it. But does he look like he's like around like 80 health, below 100?
He looks like he is way
power
below.
kill?
He looks like he's below that. He looks like he is on death's doorstep, just barely holding on, as if his will alone is enough to keep him fighting.
Tealif! Since day one, you've been constantly terrorizing me and my friends. I've had enough.
He stumbling over, he's kind of hunched over and he goes, "Ha! You approach me. Instead of running away from cowardness, you're coming right at me?"
I can't see
Motherfucker
shit out
have
of
a
you
little-
just getting closer.
Yo,
Motherfucker have a little
You
confidence
killed
for a guy
so
who's
many
not-
people. And you know what? You aren't even gonna get a death worthy enough. Go to hell. Let all the souls you ruined have at ya. And Nimble puts out his hand and casts Power Word Kill on Tealif.
Fudge. Okay.
Death.
100
Alright.
hit point. He
No
dies.
save.
instantly.
Pointing your
No
finger.
save.
Pointing
no
your.
say, oh, what the fuck?
How do you
Also-
kill him? Like, how fashionably does Nimble point at him?
Nimble extends his wings and just says, "Die."
At
I
that
was gonna
point,
do the Jotaro point.
At that point, Tealif immediately freezes, pushing his stomach outwards, going, ugh! As he slowly tries to gasp for what little breath he can.
I have to go eat now.
He, gasping at what little breath he can, using his staff, he kind of slowly walks over to Nimble, raises his hand, and then falls right next to Nimble. As you watch as from his stomach, he begins to start disintegrating, dust particles coming out. At that moment, using a legendary action, the two black arms that you see at the portal stay there, but two more arms come shooting out and grab Tealif by the legs. You begin to hear a voice speak out, saying, "You were never meant to be the hero or villain of this story. You weren't even meant to be as important as you were. You were merely yet another soul to my conquest." As you just see Tealif get pulled into the portal, evaporate, and never to be seen again. At that moment, the portal begins to start spinning faster. "I just needed one more soul to speed up the process. I thank you, Tealif, my pathetic Patreon. Now you face..."
No. Why didn't I?
And you see
reverse that
the head.
first?
You see the head of Atlas, poking out of the portal. So if I just,
No.
if
Why
I
did
find
decide killing you was the best
Atlas's
idea?
little, can I find Atlas's little thing? If I go
think you closed the screen sharing.
Yeah,
This
like,
way.
the screen sharing is
player
over.
tokens.
This is a side note, but I started drawing Effink after he punched the man in the face, and I gave him the wrong kind of ears, and
There
it
we
was
go.
so off.
Atlas's token, if everybody can see it.
No,
we
Uh,
can.
you-
the
okay,
screen
you-
the screen share
yeah.
ended.
Try restarting
Oh,
the screen.
okay.
DM.
Just let me screen share custom. There we go. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
His
Oh,
token
no.
is a little bit differently designed than you guys's.
Okay, I thought he was literally that big, and I was like, oh
I mean,
my god.
who knows how big he will be when he gets out?
Oh,
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm only shrinking it so you know that he's inside the portal. So, with
We
that,
cannot let him get out.
Nimble, is there anything else you want to do? He's not out of the
Nim-
portal yet. He still needs some turns to get out of the portal, so you guys still have time. So I will say that the initiative is over, so anybody can do whatever they want until the moment where Atlas is
Okay.
freed.
Nimble casts Shatter centered on the on where the stones are.
Mr. DM, sir.
Which I'll put the
is Effink
spell
fine?
Shatter.
Okay.
Xbox
Put the
command.
rules for Shatter in the Discord while I listen to Effink. What is it, Effink?
Xbox command.
Has Effink woken up yet?
I will say give it an. I'll let you know at what moment Effink wakes up.
Right, evil,
Can I,
evil kind of
Well,
turnover
well,
time.
while he's unconscious, is he still able? Yeah.
You can.
No, he's unconscious.
Each creature in a 10-foot sphere makes a Constitution saving throw. Creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save. How much? A creature made of intimate materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw. Okay, this
I know it's
specifies
not a-
creature.
I know it's not a creature, but I'm doing it more as like a, just kind of casting it to hurt it or like knock it over. I'm just trying to use a card I have.
All right. I will
So-
reach a sensible middle and say that you are able to cause a crack in one of the stones.
Okay, sick. That's good enough for me.
Can I swoop down to Effing, pick him up, and just move away again? And if possible, if there is time, cast a Guardian of Faith in front of the portal, like next to where Fang Pru is.
Okay. So Guardian of Faith right there.
Yeah. And I swoop down and
come back to me.
catch.
I will say at that
and
moment
pick up
when you
Effing.
I will say at that moment when you move away from the portal, that's when Effing wakes up.
Oh,
No,
I was
I-
gonna ask, while he was unconscious, was he able to communicate with Groven and Groblin still?
Yes. It's more of a telepathic link than actual. Basically, Fang Pru, you missed Tealif getting pulled into the portal, and now Atlas is beginning to move out of the portal.
Did they say anything to him while he was unconscious?
I
No.
picked you up.
No, Grilda and Groblin.
Grilda and Groblin didn't say anything.
Oh, so they're just mean to me, I see.
Since I'm in front of the portal. Basically, you all know that in order to reverse the portal and cause it to, instead of bring Atlas out, to trap him for 100 years, you all know that in order to do that, you need the crystals, the stones, within 15 feet of the portal. And then something...
Shooting a witch spell for that, so
And then you need to do
crystals just gonna float
something with the
towards-
book. And then you need to do something with the book, and something will happen.
Yeah,
I
Effing
just-
has the book.
I just burned a
was
wish
trying to
spell on
figure it
that.
Could you change it to making something cool?
I prefer everyone here living and getting the good ending.
There are 3
it's
endings. 2 of
fine.
them are relatively good. One of them's relatively good. Another one
Oh.
is
My
good,
true
and the other
ending.
one's
I
bad.
prefer the true ending.
Make me a fucking Baylord. Do it.
I can't even do. Well, I could, but then I have to take the debuff. I don't use strength anyway.
Exactly.
But do you
What?
want? That's not how that works.
I wish
Only
me to
I
be
make
a.
wishes.
Alright,
That-
fine,
And I
fine.
am not strong enough to do that.
Alright, make me a dragon then, or make us a dragon, like a better dragon.
Wait, I have a dragon potion. Who wants it?
Yeah, just throw it at Kane. I'll try to make sure
I throw
that
the
Atlas
dragon
can't
potion
get out.
at Kane. Catch.
Don't move. Don't.
So
don't move
does it have to be
Effing
drunk
away from
or
Yeah, it needs to be drunk, and you'll be a dragon for 15 minutes.
Like
Let's
an
do it.
adult red
Drinking
dragon,
it.
so it's close enough.
drinking it? Let's do it.
So currently,
it's
to remind...
it's an adult red dragon with like a whole fighter ass class.
So
Yeah,
to
I'll
remind,
take that.
so to remind everybody where everything is, basically the orbs, the stones, are down here in the bottom right corner.
We need to destroy them. But
Oh, Val, you need to cast a spell.
Okay. Yeah, Effing can cast a spell. He has the book. That's why he's near the portal.
Meanwhile, Raz is just over there casting wish for this.
Fang Pru,
I
question,
don't
whose
know.
turn is it? It's no one's turn. Until Atlas comes out of the
Free
portal,
turn.
it's just free turn.
So
Okay,
Raz is wishing Atlas away. Efink is doing the ritual properly, and everyone else is just going ham
Keep in
on the guy's
mind, in order for
forehead.
the ritual to work,
Okay.
again, the orbs need to be within 15 feet of the portal. Right now, they are
Let me
way
we
more
just
than
go
that.
grab him and put him by the portal. All right, fine. I'll go grab him and I'll put him by the portal.
All right.
You decide how the thingy happened. So I just assume that the orbs just float towards and around. I feel like the orbs just fly towards Efink at breakneck speed and just fly around her as she's doing it. Or he's doing it.
Kane grabs the orbs and moves them over to the portal. When he finally gets to the portal, that is when. Just let me move all these over.
Oh, God.
And then the lost orb that's very special that has to slowly move.
Oh hell no! Dang it! I forgot to be specific with my wish. Damn it!
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
No,
I
I
carried those there.
everyone
I carried
over.
the orbs there. Gee, relax.
Upon the orbs getting there, that is when uh that is when you see coming out of the only corners that are left of the room, there are one. Damn it. And I can just duplicate these. Duplicate. And duplicate. There are 3 shadow beings
Oh.
coming out of the walls.
Well, that's easy to deal with. Please don't tell me I wasted a wish spell on this.
However,
This
it's
is gonna
not
be really
initiative.
funny.
It's not initiative yet because the shadow beings still need to actually roll their initiative. So you guys have a
So
bit before they react.
Atlas's hands are out of the portal, right?
Yes. Basically, his hands and head are outside the portal.
Go ham on his forehead
Okay.
while I try to figure
I
something
am
out.
going to cast Banishment on Atlas, which he needs to make a Charisma saving throw.
All right.
For.
I'll go
That's
guard against.
gonna do this
Wait, no, I can't even do
I
that.
get it done.
All right. So
Evan's
let's
gonna
see.
do this spell. I just meant
That's
to
a
do
That's
it.
a
nat.
good spell.
That's a natural 20.
Shit, I'd like to
Okay.
use my luck point to change that.
All right.
Do I
Yeah,
with-
yeah, you
Yep.
thought so, boy.
Do I
How
have to
does
do
a
anything? with
free
this spell?
sound?
Basically.
my save is a 19. You have to beat a 19.
That does sound.
So, Effing, as you read the book that says, upon completion, utter these words, and it says some weird jargon that seems to be written in a language before mortal time. And upon reciting these words, the portal will then reverse. It will then pull the person back into the portal, and 100 years from now, the portal will reopen.
Pull the person, as in the.
It will
person
pull.
cast
It will
the
pull
ritual?
the being that's currently in the portal back into the portal and trap him there for 100 years. However, after 100 years, the portal will then reopen in a random location.
It's better than nothing.
True.
However,
Effing's gonna do
Effink
the spell.
can't read these words.
Wait,
Uh,
wait.
Gordon,
This
grab
might be my
it.
language.
Oh my
This might be my language.
So yeah,
and
does
we also
does
have-
the big question? Does the big monster just like get vanished because he rolled low thanks to my luck?
Let's see.
Yeah, he
Okay.
Thought it has
gets
legendary
sent back to his realm according
He.
to the banishment spell.
You cast banishment on him, and you can feel it worked. However, he doesn't disappear.
Damn.
And he says, "How can you banish someone somewhere that he already owns and controls, you fools?"
Gruda
If the
and
target
Effing-
is
yeah.
native,
Wait, the target's native? Oh, excuse me, sorry.
You're currently in the place that you're trying to banish him to.
I'm not. Wait, I never said what I was trying to banish him to.
Yeah, he never mentioned.
I mean, where do you want to banish him to?
If-
I banish you
Wait.
to the mortal realm.
Wait. So we're in the plane of existence that he's from, right?
Yep, he created the plane of existence
Okay.
that you're in.
Are you
Then-
trying to send me to the material plane?
Then
Bro,
what I
rude if you
do
do
is
that.
I banish him to a harmless demi-plane.
A harmless.
I would
Yeah.
need an actual name.
My
Ethan
plane.
Demi-plane.
A harmless demi-plane.
trying
Does
to
anyone know one?
Ethan's
Plane of
demi-plane.
fire?
Oh, Ethan's
You are not
plane.
getting in my notes. You're
Ethan's
not going
I
plane
to-
was
put,
so
I put him in
Having
Ethan's
thing.
plane.
You
No,
put.
you are not putting
In the
him in
musical
my
realm. I put Alice in the musical.
Wait, hold
No, I-
on.
Okay,
Wait.
but
Okay,
that
I
is
need to
not-
understand what's going on. I need to understand what's going on.
That is
Nimble, are you trying to send Atlas to Effing's little reality?
Harmless demi-plane.
you know
If
that's
it's
an
a
Effing's
demi-plane.
mind, right?
Yes.
No, I
You know
mean
that's
the
an Effing's
little
mind.
pocket dimension. No, Effing. I think he means the little
Oh.
pocket dimension you have.
Yeah, it is. Well, yeah, but That's effing slate. You think effing's gonna just let that happen?
I
Also,
mean,
do
he's
Grover
casting.
Goblin
I mean,
know the
he's
language
casting
of
the
Okay.
banishment.
after like a
DM,
solid minute?
the spell says a harmless demi-plane. Now, it never says that I have to specify the plane of which it goes. He just goes to a harmless demi-plane.
So technically, I get to choose.
Okay.
Okay.
You get to choose.
Goblin knows the language.
But he goes-
A
if-
harmless
if he's-
little
if this-
demiplane.
This is the.
And
If
so
this
he's
is the
gone for a
plane,
minute. So yeah.
Yeah, you guys just get more time to work on your spell.
Okay.
Which I believe I might be able to decipher this language.
So
I
he
think
just
so.
disappears. So you guys get a little bit more time.
Do Grilda and Groblin know the language?
Grilda and Groblin reply to you with, "We are unable to specify the language that belongs to. However,
Arcadia.
we are able to tell when it was created and who created it. It was created by a mortal that came before elves, dwarves, and humans. You refer to them as
Oh.
gods, but they're really just
Hmm.
higher beings like us."
Celestial. I speak
Oh,
Celestial.
they're elderly.
I speak
Does
Celestial.
anyone know?
I might. And Nimble dashes over. Man, I'm really exhausted.
Nimble,
Let me
you look
see.
at the words, and all of them make sense to you.
Yeah.
Nimble, tell me this.
Okay, I read aloud what it says.
You listen. You listen to Nimble recite the words, and as he recites the words, the portal begins to reverse. The book says that it will take about 5 minutes for the portal to fully reverse, and with the guy being gone for like an hour, I'm pretty sure that's how banishment works. You guys are fine.
No, it's a minute.
Oh, so for 4 minutes you have to stop Atlas from coming out. Well, that's the thing.
Yep.
Atlas is technically in the when he comes back, Atlas is technically still in the portal. So even if he comes out of the portal and starts attacking you guys, after 5 minutes, as
I think he
long
comes
as the
back
crit,
to an
as
unoccupied space.
as
I also
if
I can
he-
cast banishment twice, and
Even-
then Digger can also cast banishment, so we can just keep banishing him until it
I
closes.
can
But,
use
like-
wish to cast banishment too.
but like
I also
can
have
just
two
do
more.
even
I also
better and
have
just
two
say
more
imprisonment.
points.
even
I
if
also got
Atlas,
2
but that's the thing.
points.
Even if Atlas comes out, as long as the stones are within 15 feet of the portal, even if he's outside of the portal, he'll still get sucked back in and banished for 100 years.
I mean, even then, he comes back to an unoccupied space.
So after a minute, Atlas comes back and begins to pull himself more out.
Quickly, someone
At this point,
banish him again.
okay, you banish him. He'll make another Constitution save. That
Charisma.
is a 19 plus
Charisma.
4,
Yeah.
which is 23.
Who's casting banishment?
Who's casting banishment?
Probably Digger.
Well, if I casted it, then it failed. So
Yo, nice.
I'll go ahead and just take the fail one. Mino, you can try if you want.
I just need to I need to scroll back up because I need to read what Fang's been typing. If I have missed anything. Finally, internet's back. What did I miss? Could I have stopped him since I'm in front of the portal? I mean, not really, because he's so far in the portal. If you touch the portal, then you'll be in the portal and you'll be banished as well. Wish to make me a god. I don't think that would have worked. Question, whose turn is it? I already answered that. I grab the orbs and take them to F-Inc. Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter who did it. If it's done, then it's done. With the help of my griffin. Okay, so Kane, not me, I guess. Even it doesn't really matter who took the orbs. Even though I asked said first, I have had comprehended language. Yes, you do have comprehended language, except this is comprehended language is for languages that are known within now mortal time. However, because this language came before mortals, Nobody knows how to read it, therefore nobody can ever know how to read it, and it wasn't passed on ever, so how do you find the knowledge that was never told in the first place? Nimble only has the
Just
knowledge because his
a sugar-
Patreon exists.
I'm a sugar baby.
Arcane, Nimble.
Which
Am I even
also-
here? I can read a lot of languages. Go ahead, Nimble. Spell comprehend language. I think I read all of Fang Pru's things. Sorry if I'm trying. Sorry. That's all I can say. Comprehend language. For a duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you can hear. You hear. Hear being the key word. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface of which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read.
But then in the bottom it says, this spell doesn't decode a secret message in a text or glyph such an arcane sigil.
So it wouldn't really count. So this wouldn't really work. Alright. So now that I've caught up to everything, so yeah, after about a minute,
Kane.
he comes back.
Kane,
Who casted?
use your... Kane, wait, can I, before he comes back, can I yell something?
Yeah, sure.
What's up? Suitor?
Kane,
I heard, man.
use
Yo.
your chains and create a barrier so that he can't come out.
Where? I got
Across
it.
the portal.
Okay, do it. Right now. Let's do it.
Okay, so you're gonna like... I mean it in like a way that, you know, like you
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, I
like
know.
barricade the portal so that it'd
Yeah,
be...
but here's the thing. I'm gonna need one of you to cast magic weapon on them, because unless they become magic weapons, he'll be able to break them.
Hey,
Just saying.
Mino.
I do not have that spell.
Oh, I thought... Okay, I thought... Sorry, I was confusing spiritual weapon and magical weapon.
At this
And he
moment,
comes-
he comes back.
When he comes back, does he get into the range of my spiritual guardian? It's 10 feet.
Where did
he's
you
standing right.
looking at the map? Where did you place the spiritual guardian?
Right in front of the portal. I placed it next to Fang.
Yes, then he is in range of your spiritual guardian.
Then he needs to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
With disadvantage because he's in the portal.
And my holy aura.
23.
23. Okay, he succeeds, but he takes 10 points of radiant damage.
All right. As he gets utterly obliterated by this guardian that Mino placed, it looks like it barely even phased him as he got hit, but then immediately is just coming back. He continues to charge through the portal. At this moment, who would you say is within 5 feet of the portal?
Oh, probably me, since I ran up so that I could read the book.
It would be Nimble and Effink and Fangpru. Okay. Can Effink, Fangpru, and Nimble please make me a dexterity saving throw as two shadow arms begin to come out of the portal to grab them and pull them in?
Advantage.
Yes, you do get advantage.
Okay, I rolled a 19 plus 4, so 23.
That's a succeed.
Hold on. I'm getting my plus.
Getting your plus.
My plus. 18.
18, that's a success. Fangpru still needs to roll. However, I have a feeling he's going to succeed, so nothing matters anyway. Yep, 33. So you guys just immediately step out of the way as these two shadow hands just go to grab you and then slowly retract back into the portal. I would say at this moment, about 2 minutes pass and Atlas is almost out of the portal. You can see one of his legs is stepped on the ground and his hands are kind of out. You can see his body, but you can just see his torso is still in the portal. Never get my answer, so I punch him. Okay, roll to hit. Fangpru rolls to hit.
as he's just pulling himself out of the portal. At this moment, the shadow beings around the room begin to start moving. Initiative is back up with the shadow beings. Oh, actually, no. It's after the last turn to move was Nimble's, and after Nimble is the map. So here goes the map. You need above a 10. You got a 5. The
Oh, no.
next. Everybody look at the map to see which place goes missing next. Damn it. The next place to go missing is... Oh, okay. Okay, so this is interesting.
Oh wait, you need to move me by the portal. You need to move my character thing by the portal.
Yeah. Which means it's not just... Okay, so 4 people are going to do a dexterity saving throw.
I got a nat 20.
You got a nat 20 on a dexterity saving throw? Okay, so with a natural 20... So with a natural 20 on a dexterity saving throw, choose where you want to go on the map.
Hold on. This is a lot of information. Not very far from the portal. Just to the one right next to it.
Okay. Fang needs to make a dexterity saving throw, Kane needs to make a dexterity saving throw, and Nimble needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
I thought it was on the edge of the concrete. Oh, damn.
You're on the edge, meaning you could possibly trip and fall in.
Right. Possibly.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't mean I'm
Fang doesn't need to make a dexterity saving throw because he's flying. And also 33 to to hit, that hits. Kane?
DM.
Yes.
Remember what you said last session, that even if you were flying, you would still get sucked in?
What I said was the room is the only thing that's connecting this realm to the mortal realm. So even if you're flying, you need to be...
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you're flying, you need to be in the room in order to get transported back when this is all over. Anybody who's not in the room...
fly beneath the floor.
They can fly. They're allowed to fly. It's just that when the room teleports back, anybody not in the room is going to disappear. In a torture realm, forever.
If you're flying inside of the void and not inside the room, you aren't guaranteed coming back. Which, DM, I got an 18 on my dex save.
That's a success. So you, okay. I will say, where is Nimble's token?
Can I just start flying since have a bird and have wings? Like,
sure, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
You just start flying. I'll say you're there.
Okay, that's fine.
However, one thing can't fly, and that is the orbs.
No, wait, Grodor Goblin, please.
Oh wait, can I try to like hold them up?
I would say roll a strength with disadvantage because you are trying to fly while also holding something. If this succeeds, then I would say you guys have won.
Dungeon Master, wouldn't that be a straight roll since he has...
It's a straight strength.
7.
7.
DM?
Fang Crew's also trying to catch them.
Okay.
I'd like
he
to
rolls
cast
strength as well.
Banishment to return myself to the material plane.
For a minute.
You want to ban...
If it's your home plane, you return permanently.
Wait, so you want to banish yourself to the material plane?
Just fucking leave.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Effink, what's up with you?
Okay, hold on, I'm checking something.
Alright then.
How?
Yes, Fang Pru, you do roll. Roll strength. Flat strength. Come on, I think. I need to do a banishment for Digger.
Okay.
Also, I can choose to fail the save.
Yeah, Digger's banishing himself back home.
Don't mind me.
I think
I'ma
speak.
Just grab my stuff and leave.
How far away
Please,
from...
fuck this shit, I'm out.
Mm-mm.
15
But it's
feet.
like-
15 feet.
How heavy?
Very
How
heavy.
heavy would you?
It's a stone. It's a stone bowl with with the orbs hovering around it. So I would say it's pretty. It's pretty heavy.
Like in pounds? How heavy?
Um.
Wait,
If you
yeah.
were to go and pick up if you were to go and pick up an oven, it's roughly around around that heavy.
Oh wait. How many of us are there?
DM.
Okay.
Screw it.
think I'm
Fang
really
Pru
sorry
just
to
caught
interrupt.
it. Fang Pru just caught it.
Okay, I was gonna try and do mage hand.
Mino,
Nimble, what were
do
you
you
doing?
want to get out of here with me?
I was gonna ask about opening up a dimension door underneath it so that it would fall into the dimension door and land back onto the ground. But if Fang Pru caught it, there's no need.
At this moment, the very last person to make a move is Digger. Digger, do you want to banish yourself?
I don't know what we're doing.
Basically,
We're fighting
That was purely a joke at the beginning.
Teleport. Just teleport everyone who isn't already here. Yay.
I mean, I have, let's see here. Summon Planar Ally.
Don't.
I mean, 5 minutes. 5 minutes is about to be up. After Digger's turn, the 5 minutes is up, and the portal is going to start reverting.
Yeah, the portal's closing, by the way, so we just need to stall him rather than kill him.
It's not that the portal
Okay,
is closing; it's that the
anyone
portal is
damaged?
reversing. The portal is about to start sucking in things in the room. So,
I have an idea.
what could possibly
A very,
happen?
Very, very funny idea.
The two things that could possibly happen is that you guys hold on to something, and the portal then, after a while, it closes after trying to suck everything in the room, and then the room just teleports back to the mortal plane. Or the portal starts reverting, and you guys get sucked into the portal along with Atlas, and 100 years later, it will open up in a random location.
Well, the book doesn't say that will happen.
I have an
But,
idea to take care of the 100 years part.
So,
If it does,
Digger, what do you want to
I would
do?
like to cast Wish for realsies this time.
So how many people want to, join me in leaving?
I
I
got you.
No,
We'll
we
just
gotta
be
finish
here.
this. Well, not me.
I'm with you.
We gotta finish
I'm
this.
with you.
It's either banishment or gate, and I don't think I have enough time for gate.
I have
Alright,
teleport,
Look.
but first I need to take care of Atlas so he doesn't come back within 100 years.
DM,
Yes.
if needed to, how many people
wait.
at a time can
No,
I
I do.
think take to his pocket dimension?
teleport
You
all of us.
depending on okay, what's your Constitution modifier?
Teleport doesn't let you change planes.
He's got his pocket
Yes.
dimension. It's different.
What's your Constitution?
3.
3. Okay. I would say that you're able to take 3 people along with you easily. However, if you want to take more than that, it will cost more strength, which means you will have to make a Constitution saving throw, Constitution check for every person above 3.
Okay. How many people are here?
How
1,
about
2, 3, 4,
good
5, 6, 7.
old-fashioned,
There's 7.
I can fly too.
No, guys, I'm not leaving until I'm sure this guy's all secure.
Don't worry.
Yeah, no,
Make
this
it
is-
so he'll never come out for at least 1,000 years.
All right, Raz.
Yeah,
What's your wish?
I'm gonna say this in the most skeleton voice possible. As he is being sucked in. Yeah, I hereby wish that this big, very big smelly giant will be, well, imprisoned and sealed inside this.
There's a
Let me
spell
check
for
my
that.
inventory. Potato. No, not potato.
My frog!
Oh, God.
Sequester.
My pet frog!
Just use it to cast
No.
sequester.
Just
Make
he just
him like
puts
a
it in a
lich.
random. He He just
My
puts
griffin.
a
You want to
random-
place
he
Atlas
puts
in
a
the
random
griffin?
gold piece as the thing he wants to
If he has
imprison
an
Atlas
umbrella,
inside.
you can
He's basically
imprison
trying
an
to cast the
umbrella.
imprisonment spell on Atlas,
Okay.
so you'll
Effing,
never
what
get
were you
out.
saying?
Effing has an umbrella. I think that would be a fitting jail. Because then he gets rained on a lot more.
Guys.
I think.
Why don't we just close the portal and wish that the portal never reopens?
Yeah.
Fang Pru says my griffin or my bag of holding 2.0.
Do not wish for him to be trapped in an item. Just let the portal close and wish that it never reopens.
I don't think I can disobey the book's rules. That's why I don't want to waste the whip
Wish,
by accident.
wish will like surpass it, won't it?
Not necessarily.
Depending,
Saying that
depending
saying
on the wording, the DM can choose to
saying
work
that the
around that.
book saying that the portal will never open again, that specifies to this portal in front of you.
Exactly. I'm applying this to Atlas himself, so he'll never come out of this portal again.
Then yes, say he will never come out of any portals or interfere with the mortal
But
plane.
then again, if you were to
I don't
just
have the
say
power for that. It's like a divine thing.
if you were to just say, I wish that this Atlas would never come out to the mortal realm ever again, then
Another Atlas would appear.
technically, I could pull some DM BS and just say,
You know what?
yes,
That's
this is
for-
this is
mentioned
Atlas's other body.
That's for the people to worry about in 1,000 years, okay?
In 100 years from now.
I'm gonna live beyond being 1,000, so I kind of have to worry about this. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna imprison him inside this umbrella.
Effectively age immortal.
Is it okay if I
So-
can listen to effing? I would like to listen to
You
effing.
don't get to do that.
Wait,
Stop
guys,
speak.
guys,
Wait,
guys,
stop.
Guys,
Effing has been
guys.
interrupted a lot. I would like to hear what effing has to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Effing has an umbrella. If that's a suiting prison, but also
Yes.
we do just need to close the portal in general because we don't know what happens if we get rid of Atlas and the portal is still open. There could be bigger things in that portal, and I don't want to deal with anything bigger.
Yeah. Let's
than
just do
Atlas.
both.
Yeah,
We
besides,
can
Shove
put
the
it-
apple inside the bag of holding 2.0, and then we'll close the portal.
We can
Guys,
put it in the
I
item
have one
and
thing to
throw the
state
bag of
here.
holding into 2.0.
He passed the save.
Put him in effing's umbrella so he gets rained on.
guys,
I have to. He has to make a save for that.
think
Digger, what do you need to
logically.
say? Digger, I want to hear what Digger wants to say.
Yeah, go ahead, Digger.
You could quite literally. Here's a very simple and airtight wish
Mm-hmm.
to make
Mhm.
sure he just never comes up again.
Mm-hmm. Say it.
I wish for him to lose all of his powers.
And make them go to me.
No.
Permanently?
Just say. Actually, that's a
But-
good wish,
I would
Digger.
take
Just
away his
permanently
bending
wish
avatar
him
style.
to never have power again.
Yeah, because you gotta say permanently, otherwise he might get them back eventually.
Then another Atlas is gonna get his powers.
No, guys, we don't have to worry about that.
You could try. You could try just doing it.
You could wish
No,
that
I
this realm be sealed away for eternity.
Like,
Fine. I have an
Nothing.
idea.
I'll say at this moment, Atlas has now. I'll say at this moment, with how long the conversation's gone for, Atlas is now fully out of the portal.
I don't. There's
God damn it.
that's the thing though. It's like, is it an in-character conversation or is it out?
It's an in-character
In
conversation.
character, sadly.
character conversation.
Time exists.
Yeah,
And
I
now-
was thinking,
Stealing
I
in
was
the
thinking
umbrella
out of
option.
character.
And now
I was
I
thinking
need
out
to
of character
move.
for someone.
I need to move
DM?
Nimble. Yes, please speak.
I would like effing to say his final prayers. Thank
There's a reason I rolled a D100. DM,
Yes.
I use my ability to summon my god. I rolled an 11.
Nice.
God.
All right. So just so then,
Behold
before that
the
happens, just so then
raging
everybody knows
queen.
what's going on. This is Atlas. This is how big he is.
Wow.
He is now
I
out of the
have
portal.
seen D&D Atlas.
And now you would like to summon your god.
Yes,
yes,
it's
not that
kaiju
big.
fight time.
So you're
It is
doing
the
divine
Raven Queen.
intervention.
Yep.
Okay.
Aren't you a
I
warlock?
rolled an 11.
You rolled an
I
11.
am a
No.
cleric.
A
So?
cleric of a warlock patron.
No,
Oh, well.
because the
What?
Raven,
The Raven
Queen,
Queen
is
is
a
a-
goddess.
Can you please tell me who your patron is?
The Raven Queen,
The
dude.
Raven Queen.
Are you not
Fudge,
listening?
that means I have to roleplay the Raven Queen?
Yes,
you have to
sir.
roleplay
Yes.
her.
Her
Even though
domains are
the god and a
death
patron.
Yo,
and
she's
light.
like the cutest mofo out there. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's like people think that they want to be abducted by the Raven Queen. You don't want to. Anyway,
What are
Doesn't-
you talking about?
You gonna kill him on sight.
so anyway,
Bruh.
Even
You
if
guys
Raz
watch-
tries to flirt.
You guys watch as crows begin, as a black inky mess begins to come out of the ground with crows floating out of it.
rising out of it, feathers adorned in clothing, a dress fitting to the ground. You can't even see her feet. It almost seems as though she's floating with black hair that seems to just sit only just above the shoulders. It doesn't touch them, but simply just rests floating.
I regret being a living thing.
Standing there, she looks around and says, "A worshipper has summoned me, and now I have arrived."
I'm
Who
gonna
has
sit
called
in the
me?
corner before I do something horny.
What?
Summons
Hit you with
Dave.
the horny shovel.
Please do. Just
What the hell?
I don't have the
Shush.
ability to play the bonk sound effect.
yes, you do.
At this moment,
Oh.
the Raven Queen will then look at Digger, bend over, and say, "Ah, Digger,
Oh,
long time no see."
bend over.
Long
Raz
time
is
no
looking
see indeed,
away.
my lady.
What you?
He knows
How many
full
years?
well
How many
He
years
does
has
a
it been?
deep bow.
How many years has it been since I've seen you? Probably about 335 years, I would say.
About.
Anyway, so what would you have me called here to do?
We need some help with that motherfucker over there.
She turns
Point to
around.
Atlas.
She turns around looking at Atlas and just goes, "Oh, for goodness sake, Atlas, are you still
Please
trying
don't
to
stab
invade the
me,
mortal?"
I am not a skeleton fully.
She turns around, looks at Atlas, and goes, "Oh, for goodness sake, Atlas, are you still trying to invade the mortal realm?"
Yes,
Very
yes,
true,
Raven
lad.
Queen. The mortal realm is for my own to rule. The stupid mortals there shall bow before me.
Yes, 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 we've heard it all before. Why can't you just be like all other Patreons and flippin' domains and simply just give up on ruling the mortal realm? It's really such a trivial and boring task anyway.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. Just straight out, damn.
I need to read. Could I summon
Done.
Hosu just for fun? Want to see the interaction? Okay, so there were two people that wanted to summon things. Nimble wants to summon Dave, and Fang Pru wants to summon his Patreon. I will say yes, but you need to roll.
Wait.
You
Who the
need
heck
to
is
roll.
Dave?
You need to roll above. You need to roll above below your level. It's like
Like a cleric.
yeah, it's like a cleric's thing. You just have to roll below your level.
To a feature, or
Hey,
is this
no.
something, there's like BS?
I don't.
Eh.
I've never said I was summoning Dave.
Summon Dave. Right there. Oh, wait. At Nimble summon Dave.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
Fang-
Fang Pru telling
Fang
you to summon
Pru-
Dave.
Yeah, Fang Pru was telling me to. Yeah, I don't think we have to.
Okay.
I still don't know who Dave is.
All right.
Dave
Damn.
is my patron.
His name is
Damn.
Dave.
It's his more.
Dave is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not his
I'm
actual
sorry,
name.
I-
That's
I-
not
I
his.
I have to laugh at it. I'm
His
sorry.
actual name
No,
isn't.
yeah.
His actual name isn't Dave. It's just that his real name is so hard to pronounce that he just says call him Dave. Effink?
Damn. Is the Raven Queen aware of effing's, curse of, being alive and dead. This is just out of
I would say
curiosity.
you're able to tell that she knows a bit about it. Yes,
Oh, good.
Fang Pru, yes, you roll a D100. So anyway, the Raven Queen turns back to Digger and says, "All right. So what do you want me to do with him?"
I'd I want to be very direct with this statement, but I also want to be truthful to what I want to say.
Well, let me take a
I
guess
want
on
to
what you
say
guys
fuck them up.
Well, let me take a guess on what the situation is. You guys are currently trying to use an old spell used to banish demigods from our plane of existence. The shame is that the people who created this spell were only able to take it as far as 100 years. So 100 years from now, the portal will actually reopen again in a different location. Sadly, it will still take a while for Atlas to come through. Even after 100 years, it will take him still another 100 to come through. However, shadow beings are another story. So, my guess is that you want me to make sure that that doesn't happen.
That would be helpful. Very, very helpful.
Mr. Fang Pru got a 14. So, yes, his patron will appear after my conversation with Digger. So the Raven Queen will then respond with, "Well, sadly, as it's a spell that can only be used against words. Well, sadly, since it's a spell that's used against demigods and whatnot, I'm afraid I cannot do much to improve it. All that I can do is just probably speed up the process, maybe put another 50 years onto it. This spell can also be used to banish such gods as me and many others that I know of. It's hard for us to really overpower a spell of that magnitude."
I know one thing, you're clearly much more powerful than any other god I know.
Such
And I thank you.
Such flattery will not improve your chances, Digger. However, is much appreciated.
Simply adding more time to the clock will be fine for me.
At this moment, Fang Pru's patron will appear. You guys just see as a white beam just sort of smashes into the ground, a massive cracking on the ground just appears, and when the light subsides, there is a cat. Through its eyes, you can kind of see the entire galaxy, and the cat perks up and says, "Summoned again. It's as if Fang Pru really desperately wants my attention or something." Look. At that point, he's interrupted, looks around, sees the Raven Queen, and is just like, "Ah, Raven Queen, haven't seen you in a good while." The Raven Queen rolls her eyes and goes, "Oh no, it's Hosu." Yeah, that's basically what you see.
Mexican. Yeah, I tried to summon my patron as well, but barely missed.
Wait, aren't we level 18? Yeah, we are.
Are we?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're all
supposed to
level
be.
18.
Okay, because then I get a second spell slot for my
I think it's
6th
a
level.
So, did you succeed in summoning your...
No, I rolled a 20.
So, that means that no. I love how this is just meant to be an entire... At this moment, I'll say that the portal begins to revert, and you see as it goes from a sort of bluish purple to just a straight blue and black as it begins to start spinning rapidly in the other way. You feel a massive gust of wind begin to pull everything towards the portal as Atlas just... No! As he just falls into the portal, and Echo leaving the room. You guys all begin to feel the portal trying to pull you in.
I would
Well, I'm
like
outta
as a cuz this is an exit strategy that most people would not think of. Who here doesn't have a personal ability to leave this plane?
I don't.
I'm pretty sure the only people that do not have it is
I'm just a fighter.
Mino, Raz,
Can't flash.
Kane, and Fang.
Okay.
I can
So
take
that's a
3 of you.
total of how many?
4. I can take 3 of them.
Cool. I'll take Mino.
I'll take the
How
other
about
3.
How?
how about we link
spell?
hands?
It's time to banish.
Because I already have teleportation. Wait, yeah, that doesn't work.
Wait, me and Mino both have banishment as well.
Guys, how about you give me your
I
hands?
can. Nah, wish doesn't count.
Because
Mino, what's up?
how about you guys give me your hands? I have plate and shift, so we can all go.
Oh wait, I also have gate.
True.
I can just leave.
So are
Why
you
don't
all
we all
going
go
to
with
leave
Mino?
this reality and go back to the
I'm-
mortal
I-
realm?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for the help. Something's weird.
As echoing echoes through the entire room, you guys just immediately plane shift,
Love you, Mom.
and you guys all of a sudden appear in the center of the battlefield outside of Kezken. As you look back at the castle is in pieces, but not just that. It's not just crumbling. It seems to be being dragged into the ground. After a few minutes, there's nothing but a bottom plane shift.
And then, at that point, beyond all recognition, Atlas comes rising from the ground. Our adventurers get ready for a glorious battle.
You guys are sitting around a campfire as the King of Molten is retelling your grand story of when you first came to Algerath to after the battle with Atlas. However, he's telling the story wrong, as Atlas never did appear at that moment. So, to tell you guys what has been happening, it has now been about a month since that glorious day where you basically saved the whole of Algerath and, in turn, the world. And after that amount of time, the rulers of each kingdom decided to come together to spend some time out in the woods and discuss possible plans for alliances in the future. That is when Krazthun, the King of Molten, decided to retell the story of how everything happened, and now he's just telling the story wrong.
No. Effing hates when his reputation is tarnished.
I shall not stand for this. The Bones Acting Guild will hear.
Effing takes off his hat. Listen here, there was no battle then, and I really hope there's no battle for a while.
What do you mean?
I only
I think you'll find that I'm telling the story as great as it possibly can be.
Oh, pish.
We
posh,
were
Fuzzy.
there.
We were there. You
I was
weren't.
one of the people who helped get us out of there.
I was a living dragon. Also, I would have teleported.
When Fang says, "I'm a sage, I would have written a book," he says, the King of Molten responds with,
Well, did your book sound as epic as my storytelling? I think not.
I think that all depends on the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, very subjective.
A
I am
beholder
a
shows
literal
up.
storyteller, so
A
I can
beholder
critique
shows up.
your shit.
I'm an entertainer. Oh, I should make it a play.
Anyway,
I write the
Interesting.
scripts.
anyway,
So I
the
don't know
point of
why
this
you
story
want to play
is...
as me.
Anyway, the point of this story is to touch upon the elephant in the room. Your team has been through quite a lot since you arrived on Algerath.
Some would
And you
say
didn't
so.
even have enough chance to get to know the land itself, as you were basically just chucked straight into helping all the kingdoms out with this Kingdom of Justice nonsense. We would like to thank you for not only helping, but agreeing to put all other thoughts of why you came here aside to help out in the first place.
I'm kind of from here.
I know that some of you are from here, but for those of you who aren't from Algerath, we would like to thank you.
I mean,
Thanks.
sort of. Does being
I'm from Molten.
here for
We
a
got to
couple
get
hundred
rid
years
of John.
and
That's
leaving
thanks
and
enough.
coming back?
We got to get rid of John. That's thanks enough.
Your
Algerath
Highness.
Algerath is now safe. The people there are now living peacefully without the Kingdom of Justice's meddling in certain affairs. The land's mysteries mostly uncovered and are now being studied for other means. The Kingdom of Technology is currently studying that temple that you guys found where Nimble got to meet his patron for once and forever. They're studying the technology there, wondering how they got so advanced and what they could use in the future. The Kingdom of Water are trying to figure out what to do with Atlantis, knowing that it's under right beneath them, and it could possibly rise back up. And the idea of that is scaring them. Kingdom of Arius doesn't have many changes. And Molten, pretty much the same, just trying to rebuild from the destruction that was caused there before.
Rip.
Digger, as your adventure is now over, or one adventure is now over, what does your character plan to do in the future as you stand in front of the burning fire with your fellow friends?
Spend every day with them until I'm the only one left.
I will
Feed them
probably
off
outlive
properly.
your machinery.
That's where you're
Yo.
wrong.
Effink.
I can
'Cause
literally
I'm
live
powered by
immortality.
divine
Effink. With new friends,
magic.
new comrades,
I also have
and
magic.
a new perspective on reality, what does your character think of doing in the future for their next adventure?
I think Evan wants to explore. He wants to find new things and meet new people and fall in love.
Okay.
He wants to
Fang Pru, I
find
would suggest Fang Pru, growing stronger from your assassin's guild that you were a part of, completing the assignment that you most likely were given, and with no more reason to stay here in Algerath, apart from the party members around you, what does your character wish to do for the future? I will let you type, and after Kane's, I will read it. Kane, after first of all joining an organization that basically caused racism and slavery throughout Algerath, leaving, and then trying to join the Adventurers Guild and make right by your wrongs. Finding people who have accepted your wrongs, but also accept that you're trying to move past them and be a better man than you were before. What does your character wish to do in the adventures to come?
Fuck right off, because these suckers cause more trouble than they're worth. I wish he was kidding. But no, legitimately, he's gonna, like Kratos style, put his chains down. He's like, alright, bitch, fuck off. I'm gonna go live my life.
Kane,
Raz.
before you
Okay.
leave us,
I'll be honest.
You're gonna put down your sword?
Oh, actually, by the way, I'm taking this with me. No takes and taxis.
He's taking Kamui with him. Raz.
Okay.
By the way, Mino wanted to say something. I forgot.
Yeah,
say
Mino,
something.
Mino, say something. You can say the thing.
I'll ask later.
Kane, before you leave us, I know about your scars, and if you want to, I would have a spell to reduce them, get rid of them.
He's
If
gonna
you
look at
want
his
to.
hands. He's gonna look at his hands. Well, you see, the problem with that is that I've already gotten used to them, so you know, not gonna change the past or not gonna ignore it either. It's like a reminder.
Understandable.
It's like a reminder, you know. It means every time I look at my arms, I'll remember you. Wink.
Well, I didn't transform back into my original self for a reason.
I give Kane a big hug. Be safe.
And
Hey,
with
look,
that,
I won't be gone forever, you know.
Yeah,
I
maybe
should
you
be
can
around.
visit me.
Yeah, you'll know I'm around. I'm gonna set up a baller smithing business. You know, I'll be like my dad, my old man.
and with
You'll
that,
find me eventually.
Fang Pru. He will go around helping like this, getting rid of corrupt leaders and evildoers, and visit his friends from time to time. Maybe one day settle down, wink at the Queen of Waterloo, and about the axe want me to return it.
No! A fighting being like yourself should always have a glorious weapon affixed to his rear side.
Raz.
A being, object, an artifact from the past that is still alive.
I just stare
So
at
many
this.
memories of glorious adventures you went through that made you famous, living in a time where not as many people know who you are anymore. And not just that, but now cursed, gifted with everlasting life.
Of
What
my
is
own
Raz gonna
fruition.
plan to do with newfound friends?
Well, I have a couple options. I am not going to do what Kane did. That's not going to work for me. I was already forgotten once. Never again. I'll never fade away. First things first, I'll probably establish an adventuring academy. Maybe. Second, I'll attempt to settle down with my new situation. And third, well, I'm probably going to act as a political advisor for everyone. Maybe help Efink and the others from time to time. I technically no longer have a home. I I'm just a resident of the world now.
You can stay with me.
Now,
I've got a shack,
no thanks. I already have a traveling mansion.
though it is.
I'm just a resident of
also-
the world. I just magic a mansion wherever I am.
What's
Kind of like a
really
hobo with a
weird?
mansion.
What is it? Oh yeah, it's in front of a graveyard.
Next.
All right, I'm
With
sold.
A lot
I'll,
of
I'll
graves.
put the mansion in front of it.
Next. Mino. From very young, getting kidnapped, and losing one family to gain another. And not just that, but after years and after a couple of friends' help, you managed to reunite with that family. Now you have two. But not just that, but friends to trust and stay beside. What does Mino plan to do now that this adventure's over?
Me.
Mino doesn't even know. Mino might have disconnected.
Maybe.
Either that or Mino's trying to write out what what she's gonna say. Alright. Well, until Mina gets her voice back, Nimble.
Yeah. So,
From very young,
very young Kenku, not being able to speak almost a word, to finding new friends and gaining the voice you never had, learning of the power that of its origin and who gave it to you, and not only knowing that, but of knowing that someone is looking out for you and will always be for the rest of your life. What is Nimble planning on doing?
Well, after the events that happened, Nimble gave everyone in the group a rock and then left. Nobody knows where he went, but if you followed him, you would see throughout the next couple of months, Nimble lives in the wild, just living off of the land, and he's created a small cottage for himself in the middle of a forest. Hi, Mino, welcome back. Are you good?
My internet for some reason is cutting out. I'm already hanging on the cable. I just switched to my phone with mobile data.
Okay.
All right, then let's get this on the move.
Yeah, I'll basically, yeah. So Nimble gave everyone a rock, and gave Mino a letter, and then he left after the events.
Oh right, there's still the
Um,
letter that Leroy Watson had.
Yeah, but Mino, you have a letter from Nimble, and but he left and went and lived in the forest for a couple months, and he built a grave for Leroy and put the potion that Leroy left inside of the little box, and puts a photograph or puts one of the bounty pages with everyone in the group on his wall, and he keeps a diary of where he wrote all the adventures they had and what he thought of them.
All right,
Oh
Mino.
shit! Wait, Go ahead.
With
No, no,
everything, Mino, with everything that's happened to you through your adventure, what after this adventure ends, what is Mino planning on doing in the future to come?
I would read the letter from Nimble.
All right.
Okay, do you read it on your own or to the group?
I will probably read it on my own.
Okay, then I can tell you about it after everything.
All right.
But after the biggest chaos of the war has subsided, I would like to get to know my biological parents, introduce them to the rest of my adoptive family.
Of which I'm a part of.
Yes, you are. You all are. You're always welcome at my place. And probably after, how long have you traveled? Half a year. But when the new semester starts, Mino will finish his gap year and keep studying or start studying to become a healer like his mother.
Before
Yeah.
before anybody leaves the group, Fangpru reads Leroy's letter out loud. The letter that he has carried with him for the entire adventure that you guys had, that he would constantly keep on writing in and had with him the entire time. Fangpru reads it out loud. The letter states, Mr. Watson, we have given you a task from an agency outside of Algerath to help with the situation at Algerath.
We have gotten many reports of a abuse of power through a king named Ferlin, who seems to be hatching a plan that will not only affect Algerath, but also the rest of the world. This could cause deep problems with the running of how the world works and the control of power, so I would like to hire your services to assassinate, but not just that, cover up any evidence of the sort that this ever happened. I appreciate if you take this mission, I appreciate your assistance. If you do not, shred this letter and any evidence that you ever read it from your mind. On the back of the letter, in Leroy Watson's handwriting, it states, I have managed to arrive at Algerath, but it seems as though I won't be traveling alone for some time. I found a couple of good adventurers who might be able to help me for a while, but I cannot tell them why I'm really here. Not yet. And the letter continues to go on, speaking of his thoughts through the entire adventure. As time moved on, lots of different things happened. You guys have managed to continue on your lives as adventurers and managed to achieve some of the goals you had. One adventurer that never really got to see us through to the end, Charlotte Lott, with Charlotte's main organization being burnt to the ground, you guys heard that she began a new organization somewhere between kingdoms, using the old factories that Bandit Leo used as the kidnapping Minotaur organization. Another adventurer that never got to see us through to the end, Limpton T. Limpton, after leaving the adventure halfway through, went back to his temple to study a bit more in the summer tea arts, as he still needed a bit to learn before he could continue his journey and complete his goal of fighting and killing the gods. 100 years later, in a mansion that's in front of a graveyard, the wind begins to change, and the sky begins to grow a dark shade of black. A red, purplish, blue portal appears, destroying the house, blasting it into splinters.
Now I gotta cast it again.
And what comes through the portal is an army of shadow beings.
I am glad I got Meteor Storm.
I am back, and now, with my army, we shall show the blight of this world. Shower it in an ever age of darkness.
But that is a story.
Nope.
For another event, for another group, for another generation, and for another time. That
They were
is
here
the
like
shows up
one
as a
session.
cameo.
that is the
Sitting there.
end of Tales of Algerath.
Yeah.
Did
Hooray!
not the okay ending because we didn't fully seal him off.
Okay. So, would you guys like to know the 3 possible endings?
No.
Sure. I think
No,
we got the okay one.
Can you tell them later? Because I would rather just not know and be satisfied with this.
Okay.
You could
Fair
just
enough.
take us to a secret chat or something like
So
that.
I need to ask you guys, as always. First of all, what should I have done better this session?
It's a bit chaotic.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it
This
was
was
a bit
ve-
chaotic. but
This was very
it was
chaotic.
fun. Maybe punish us for taking so much time. Like maybe something happened while we were discussing the wish spell, or like just yelling at each other. Maybe
Yeah.
some like serious thing that we couldn't just escape with a deck save or something, like actually hit us.
Apart from that,
But I like it.
anything else I should have done better? I'll take that as a no.
I found it pretty fun.
And now for a bonus question that I want to ask overall. With the entire adventure and how I folded everything into each other, was there a way I could have made Tales of Algerath better? Storytelling wise, gameplay wise, anything.
Gameplay wise, your power system absolutely is a mess.
I feel
Not in the funny joke way. I'm serious.
It's bad.
It's ridiculous. Like straight up.
Yeah, I know. This is
Like
most.
it's no fun at all. Like at all. Can't just give somebody a 66 weapon out of nowhere and just be like, all right, maybe that's a little bit too much. Hey, actually, let me give that person over 30 strength.
The thing is
You know,
that I didn't
there
really.
is nothing fun about it.
I didn't really. I bet this adventure wasn't meant to be Tales of Algerath. This was meant to be a random adventure where I came up with random scenarios, like you guys were meant to be taking commissions, and at one point you would be fighting a demi-lich, and at another you'd be trying to stop an entire swarm of goblins from infesting
Like
a certain
Rick and
bit of
Morty?
land.
Oh,
It was meant to be
this
random.
effing it's like Shadow Lord. Excuse me.
It was meant to be random, where anything happened and nothing really mattered.
yeah.
And then I turned it into a story. And not just a story, but Tales of Algerath is probably the best story I ever told. So,
Yeah.
considering that this is my best, it's kind of
DM, to sum it up, DM, I feel like if you do another campaign, probably be not so lenient with like character stuff, and probably don't level up as early as you did.
yeah. My plan was that you guys were going to be level 20 by the end of the campaign, but I kind of wanted to.
Yeah.
This probably would have gone better if I started you guys off at level 1. However, or like at level 3, somewhere near the beginning where everybody always does. But the thing is that there are so many there's so many levels that nobody touches upon. From levels 10 to 20, no one likes to touch upon them because that's when the game gets hard for the DM to make fun. I kind of wanted to touch upon those levels because my thought process was there are all these abilities that these guys are excited to get, and if I play it like every other DM, they're never going to get to use these awesome abilities. So why don't I start the campaign at level 10 and make my
Exactly.
goal to be them level 20 by the end of the campaign? I'll figure out how to make it challenging. This can be good.
There's a
This is
reason
how that
why
turned out.
DMs abstain from it. At level 10 alone, as a class with a d6 hit die, I can negate damage. Let that sink in. It's like a capstone feature. I can just
Okay.
negate some damage.
Well, I think that
Now,
was a good.
my other two questions is what did I do well this session, and what was the best thing I did in Tales of Algerath? Like, what were my ups? What were my ups?
My favorite part of Tales of Algerath was in the beginning with the meteor storm in the City of Freedom and everybody being in chaos, and we had the chance to help people.
Yeah, that was
That was
good.
my favorite part of the whole campaign, honestly.
And organize your notes. The thing is, I don't have notes. I have stats for characters. The rest of it is just
Yeah.
made up in my mind.
I feel like
that-
you started off the campaign really well. It had a really good start, but maybe it just got a bit chaotic and
When
that's
more people
understandable.
joined.
Yeah.
I can tell you that I wasn't here for the whole thing, but I listened to the whole thing,
Yeah.
and it was fun. It was enjoyable, but at the same time, there's a lot of issues with communication.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
online.
Yeah, with online the visual index of okay, I want to say something just gets lost.
Yeah.
One thing I liked was the little village with the healing spring. Because it's also a little thing I wanted to add for the previous question is add a few more little towns and village, because the kingdoms felt more like big cities
Mm-hmm.
and not
I think-
like kingdoms. There was just one big. I mean, in case of Waterloo, it's true. It's one flowy island, but in case of the land of freedom and Molten, etc., there was just this one main city and not smaller ones
But to
around
be
it.
fair, it wasn't just like I did add in one city that was outside of the kingdoms, but it wasn't just that. There was also the tent with the city of thieves.
Oh, the City of
Yeah.
Thieves was also my favorite part. With the
Oh, yeah, that was
castle and
good.
the children, that was so cool. Like stuff like that with like, the stuff like that was really fun.
I
Like
also
these crazy concepts that I've never seen before, like the beholder, and
The
the
girl
castle,
turning
like
into the beholder.
yeah, the book and like the little girl using the book to turn into a beholder, like stuff like that. I really like that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
and the beholder turning into a worm, like stuff like that.
I think.
I think in future you need to put more flaws on the player characters, because sometimes things were just
Too
But-
easy.
too powerful with no
But again,
no
to be
flaw.
fair, I again with this campaign, it wasn't meant to be a story. It was just meant to be do whatever you want. So what I basically said was make your character whatever you want them to be. Fang Prue and other characters chose for their characters to be really strong, and I don't really care. They can be strong. My point is that this campaign wasn't meant to be anything that was. To be fair, the characters being
Okay.
strong is more so from players making them strong, not so much my fault. For me to all of a sudden
just
just
feel
put
like-
flaws on characters,
I think okay, then in that case, decide whether or not you want a whatever it is campaign or a story campaign, because you switched in the middle, which
Yeah.
had great repercussions. But that's okay, stuff like that happens.
I don't know what happened. It
Even
just
with
started being a story.
Even with letting the players make their characters however they want, they still need to have flaws.
Yeah.
Because if you're letting characters just absolutely nuke and they don't have any repercussions to it, it
That is
Good
fun.
news,
doesn't-
ladies and
it doesn't
gentlemen.
it doesn't serve for good
Fang Prue
roleplay
accidentally
experience.
made his
Does it-
strong. I don't believe that. I don't believe you
it
accidentally.
It doesn't
think-
give you a chance to roleplay. It doesn't really give you a chance to be your character. It just makes you stuck in long and boring fights of
I
roll
feel
a
like
die.
some people built their characters off of stat blocks rather than off of a character. Like it was the character sheet that mattered, not the character. But
I mean, I'm just a level 18. What,
Robot.
Grave Domain Cleric?
I'm a literally.
But I think we could sit here all night and talk about like stuff, but that's not the point. I really enjoyed this session. It was the first like game of D&D I fully played, like full campaign, and so I wanted to thank you, Game Over, because you were the person who got me
This is
to
like
playing
my
D&D.
5th full campaign.
You guys should be thanking me. I should be thanking you guys because I know that this is like I haven't played many D&D games where my players actually sat through to the end of the story. Like I've gotten like the most I've gotten is like halfway through the story. So obviously getting to the end, I can understand why it was chaotic because I'm not used to doing the ending of the story, but I'm happy that I got to this. I would like to thank all of my players, all of them, even ones that are not here now. I would like to thank all of them for participating in Tales of Algerath, and not just participating, but just adding to the world that I created. I might maybe come back with Tales of Algerath. Maybe I might do another series of it. Try to improve on what I did, and who knows. But yeah, just thank you guys for being awesome, sitting with me, putting up with my terrible DMing, and adding to the world that is actually really important to me.
Thank you, Game
Also,
Over.
And I hope that
yeah,
I
thank
brought
you.
you to a world of magicalness and mystery.
Game over. Before we finish,
Hmm.
I did a little something.
No, not another art. Damn it.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
because
Uh-oh.
like like an example, you guys were my first full session. Before that, I had 3 sessions with a different group, but you guys are my first real group, as to say it. Um, and there was something else I forgot to mention with what Mino would do. Uh, before he starts his studies again, and it would be building a temple of all the deities and patrons that helped us, and in that temple there would be this beautiful stained glass windows of Digger, of Fang, of Kane, Leroy, Mino,
Yo.
Nimble, Raz, and I didn't have time, unfortunately, to make everything since you joined relatively late. So sorry, I will try to edit later, and of course, of our dear Dungeon
Ah,
Master.
fudge. Ah. Thank
I love
you,
it.
Mino.
Thank you,
God,
guys.
I have no words. I'm so thankful for this. A reminder to the people watching: the whole entire reason why these videos even have an amazing thumbnail and amazing art like this is because of Mino. Mino has taken time out of her day in order to make these amazing pieces of art, and I've been thankful every single time she's done it. Mino
They're
is
more than
genuinely amazing. And with that awesome note to hang off of, I would like to thank you guys for joining me for my first ever D&D videos on YouTube. I might make it a series thing that I do every now and then where I invite random people to play D&D with me. Or who knows, maybe you might get to see these guys once again. I might wrangle up these dudes once again to enjoy another universe
Then you might
and
see me with a
get better.
different face.
And get
Or
better
maybe
at
as a different
being a
dungeon
dungeon master.
master.
But with that, thank you all so much for joining me on this adventure. I hope you all enjoyed the amazing adventure as much as I did, as much as all of my adventurers did. And I thank you all and my adventurers for being with me this entire way. I absolutely loved it. And now, with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye from me. From Digger, say anything you want to my viewers.
So, since we're ending on quite the somber note, I am putting in a plug for a pretty, hopefully happy thing
Of
to
course.
neutralize it out a bit. I'll be the one running a campaign next. And if you want, you can catch me as the Dungeon Master on twitch.tv/beastly454.
I will put the link on
And
screen and in the
I
description for you to find Digger.
am inviting all of the people here to join me on our very next adventure in the land of Barovia.
Bruh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mysterious. Effink. You can say anything you want to my viewers. Say it now.
This Though I was only here a very short time, this was so much fun. I hope to be able to explore Epic more and have everyone watching and listening and here watch as he grows, you know? This is an important character to me. And I had lots of fun. I'm sorry, I'm crying.
Aw.
That's fine.
If it makes you feel any better, I said all of that while holding back tears.
Fang Pru, please write what you would like to say to my viewers. Raz, you can say anything
I
you
would like
want.
to speak
Say it
my-
now. Oh wait,
Fang Pru
Fang has a
microphone.
voice. Fang has a voice. Everybody be quiet.
Yeah, never used it in this entire time. Anyway, what I was gonna mainly say is, I should have goaded you into getting me a blade singer, but it's okay. This body is more than. Now to see what happens if I try to make a character with.
Raz, you can say anything you want to my
Yeah.
viewers. Say it now.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, that's how you do it. Mino.
Wait, Fang Pru, wait, Fang Pru.
Yes. I want to say I enjoyed this a lot. Thank you guys, and have a good one. See you on the next one.
You have
Thank-
a very
You have a
distinct
nice
accent.
voice.
Thank
Oh, I
you
love
very
it.
much, Fang, for joining us and having your amazing character grace us in Algerath. Mino, you can say
Uh,
one thing to my viewers. Say it now.
Thank you guys for watching and listening in. I know it sometimes can be a bit chaotic, but I really, really loved and enjoyed this campaign, this group, and thank you for this almost a year. We started playing it around Christmas. So thank you for this year of fun and companionship. Yeah, thank you.
And
I have a
now,
second thing to say.
nope,
before
you only
we
get
go.
one. You only get one.
Yeah, let me.
Nimble,
I was
Mike.
simply gonna.
it's
say
Nimble's turn.
Thank you all.
It's. Aw.
Take the mic
Wow.
and do it, Nimble.
Hey guys, Nimbo here. I just wanted to say to the group and anybody listening that this was probably a very chaotic thing to do and listen to, but it was a lot of fun, and I hope that you all enjoyed it. I hope the group enjoyed playing with me, and I enjoyed playing with everyone else. So, yeah, I hope everyone has a blessed and enjoyable life.
And with that, Tales of Algerath is over. For good, maybe, possibly.